this is my channel about. I mean, today it's not about the mental health field. Maybe a little bit, if I guess I can be candid. Okay, so I'm sick. I'm at home. Yeah, there's just a lot. So, all right. Again, I'm sick. So I've been reading Storyteller by Dave Grohl, and I just have to say it's not interesting. It's just not interesting. I think it's because one, I sit and listen to stories all day, and in the past, I've read a lot of memoirs. Like I read "Save Me from Myself," which is about the drummer from Korn becoming a Baptist and opening up a school in Africa. I forgot which country. I apologize. Um, but like, I don't recommend it for any Corn fans because like at the end he gets a little bit. I mean, he's a fan of Jesus. Like he's a real big fan of Jesus. Like he's a real big fan. He loves Jesus. Okay, like he loves Jesus. Like there's like people who are like, yeah, I'm religious. I go to church every week. Like this is he created a school. Like he's very proud of how much he's spreading the word of Jesus in the Bible. Okay, like it's a lot. um, and I read. Let's see. I read one really cool book. I think it's called Never Stop Walking. Um, or just keep no, it's Never Stop Walking. It was about this person who was adopted. So she lived in Brazil in her childhood, and then she was adopted to Sweden. And oh my God, it is a whole story. It's a whole story about like the issues with like the orphanage and her mom and like all of these things that were very interesting. Like really good storytelling, amazing story. Great. I read Black, White, and Jewish by Rebecca Walker, who is Alice Walker's daughter. If you don't know Alice Walker, she wrote The Color Purple. She is like, it is a very interesting and important, like, sorry, it's a very interesting and, sorry, gosh damn. So like it is an interesting and important like book, right? So like The Color Purple was Black, White, and Jewish. So like Rebecca Walker had a famous author mom who was black, and she had a Jewish father. So she sometimes lives with her mom. Her mom requires a lot of attention and a lot of caregiving from Rebecca. And then like also she eventually lives with her dad, and she goes to a private school that is mostly white people, and it's it's an experience. And she's just like, okay, so the high school boyfriend who like knows nothing and is just kind of a jerk, and it treats her like shit and everything. Like it's a really interesting story. There was another one about like that I read about binge eating, where this woman worked in a oh my gosh, in a restaurant in New York, and then she kind of had to deal with her binge eating disorder. Like that's super interesting. So I kind of had an inkling that I wouldn't like Storyteller by Dave Grohl because I open it up and it's just like talking about like his kid wanting to play drums. And I'm like, okay, it's fine, whatever. We got it. And then it was like it just never got better from there. It was like, oh, I played badly as a 17-year-old, and I watched my kids on stage and was nervous for them. Like, oh, you're proud of them. That's cool. Um, you're kind of acting as if you never struggled or that like all of the struggles that you had were like your own issue. Like, oh, I signed a contract with someone and then I signed a contract with someone else and then that first person sued me. Welcome to the music industry. It's like, okay, so you totally caused that upon yourself and you still kept that going. Okay, sure, I guess. um, oh my God. So I think it's just like, again, all of the other memoirs that I have read have been high stakes. really interesting, like really people who were reflecting on their struggle. Very interesting. This is like, oh, I met a girl once. I was 13. We talked once, and well, I dedicated my whole musical career to her. And then one time she came to my concert and we had this wonderful conversation and it was so amazing and wonderful. And then she flipped me off and told me to fuck myself. And it's like, but I mean, that sounds deserved. Again, it sounds deserved. Like, okay, sure. Yeah. Like, I think he just admitted he was Delulu. Like he totally just said, I dedicated my whole 30-year career to this woman. She was not a fan of me. I was deeply a fan of hers. And I just didn't like really, really. Um, I am really trying to get through it. So trying to get through it. I'm skipping chapters because like one chapter was about he went to the ER as a kid. Like, do you really think that this, like, it's just, what, what is the actual struggle here? What is the struggle? Like, oh, we made it big. Are you just gonna tell about how, like, great fame was? Like, oh my God, I can't. Like, it's just, I don't even have words for like how bad it is. It's just it's just bad. Like I don't it's very low stakes. Um I mean, I thought at some point like maybe he'd talk about like the sadness and the struggle of watching Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love dating and having a kid and being deeply into addiction. Like I thought that this would be, something. But he like even like it's almost even worse that he called this storyteller because he's a terrible storyteller. So uninteresting. Like you took the you took the best parts of fame and just was like, and then I got famous. Like, okay. I I'm gonna try a couple more. I'm gonna try a couple more chapters, and I think I'm gonna probably. Oh, I don't know. There's this book that it's a hard read, but it's a hard read because like it really hits you with some fucking facts, and it's really difficult to deal with, like horrifying facts. It's called oh my God. The History of African Americans in Connecticut Uncovered. And lots of very disturbing stories. They are only like 2 pages. Whew, but God, like I just had to put it down. This one doctor in like the like 1800s took his enslaved maid's bones because she was considered property and not a person and used them to educate people. It was eventually the bones were eventually found in some school, I want to say Atlanta or something like that. And finally she was like brought home, to be properly buried. And it was just so disturbing that I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get through it. But, you have to be in a certain mindset to know that, like, you're gonna read about a lot of shitty stuff, just shitty history. You really. I did finish reading the oh, what was it? The Indian. It wasn't the Indian history. It oh my God, not the Indian relationships. It was like the Indian something of George Washington. It was super interesting. Really enjoyed it. Like it just about how like you know there's another difficult read where it's like, well, a lot of natives did help, build the United States and try and, you know, make it so that, like, that little English colony could like survive, but yeah, all of that has been erased, like it's really tough. And then some of the people in the book have they were given white names. Like you could definitely you, you didn't have to nickname this person John. Like, I think it was like one of I don't know if he changed his name or it had gone by John, but it was like um was it like Akilla Killa? Like you could have just said that. You could pronounce it. You could pronounce it. It's fine. But yeah, no, like it very like they had a lot with it, and I'm really glad that they wrote it, or that this person wrote it. Like it's a really good look at history. Also like hilarious where it's like, well, yeah, New England wasn't do like they were always at war with each other. Like, yeah, we kind of were in the middle of a lot of wars. Like, oh, the Pequots and the French. Oh, and like a whole bunch of other people just fighting each other. Like, yeah, yeah, that's that's accurate. It's accurate. You know. But yeah, I don't know if I've ever just I don't I like given this book a chance, but I think I have to I think so the storyteller by Dave Grohl, like I think I might have to give it up. It's just it's not a good book. Ugh. Anyway, I will talk with you I think when I can, when I'm able. And I hope everyone has I don't know, a good day off tomorrow. All right, bye.